very warm welcome to all. Today, I, Reeya Khanna, a legal intern under Lexis and Company, am here virtually to express my views on the topic virtual courtrooms and access to justice during the coronavirus pandemic. COVID 19 is a deadly virus originated from the People's Republic of China, the second largest country of the Asiatic continent. As soon as this deadly virus emerged in China, it quickly spread to the rest of the world, taking many lives within the initial days of emergence, confusing the professionals with the brightest knowledge of medical science. This global pandemic has been known to humankind since 31st December 2019. The coronavirus is a family of viruses that can cause a range of illnesses in humans, including common cold and more severe forms like SARS and MERS, which are life threatening. The virus is named after its shape, which takes the form of a crown with protrusions around it and hence is known as the coronavirus. It is due to this virus that the growth and movement of the entire world has been hampered. Through this video, we shall talk about how this novel virus has affected the justice system of India and also a little bit around the world and what measures are being taken to ensure the justice. Effect of coronavirus on the delivery of justice. The novel coronavirus has brought the world to a halt. Almost every person has been forced to stay at home and maintain social distancing. In a situation like this, it is impossible for the courts to function, and thus the courts opted for a system of virtual courts to function to continue providing justice. During the COVID 19 pandemic, social distancing has emerged as one of the most potent weapons to prevent the spread of the highly virulent infection in the community and the society at large. This, however, has thrown up new challenges for the judiciary, as its core functionality essentially involves gathering of parties and the judge and court staff inside a courtroom, gathering or crowding being an anathema to the social distancing norms. These challenges also provide for an opportunity for the judiciary to move into the next era of judicial hearings through electronic means, enabling access to justice to the citizens of the country without their physical presence in the courts. How are the courts of India delivering justice to the citizens during the COVID pandemic? The Supreme Court and other various courts in the country are still open to the citizens. The courts are trying to provide justice to the citizens even under the present trying times in extremely urgent matters. The court is providing access to journalists in important cases to enable them report the proceedings. Thus, the court is trying to implement the principle of open court hearing even under extreme limitations when there is a lockdown and the proceedings are being conducted via video conferencing. In a 38-page note released on 1st May 2020, the Apex Court strongly defended its virtual courts and said, I quote, there cannot be divergent views about the fact that justice cannot be spoon-fed. Justice delivery, even at the doorsteps of stakeholders, requires the stakeholders of ecosystem to diligently discharge their role and duties prescribed and required in the scheme of things, unquote. The advantages of the virtual court system, especially in terms of time, energy, and money saved by the litigants and counsels in ensuring their presence before a court, are innumerable and could be game changers too. The Apex Court continued. The Supreme Court, which went into virtual mode to hear cases amid the COVID 19 pandemic, has so far heard 6,991 cases, far more than the other top courts in the world. Official figures show the Supreme Court has delivered 132 judgments in main matters and 538 judgments in connected matters during this period. Cases taken up by the court during this period include those related to migrants and various aspects of management of COVID-19 situation. The top court took suo motu cognizance of dangers of overcrowding in prisons and ordered release of under trials and convicts on parole or bail. It took into consideration conditions of children in juvenile homes and directed that they be rehabilitated with family wherever possible. The court also took up cases having a bearing on freedom of speech, including those related to journalists and matters related to internet in Jammu and Kashmir. Now, the very important question that comes to the mind is that are virtual video conferencings against Article 145 Clause 4 of the Constitution of India and Section 327 of the Criminal Code of uh, Criminal Code Procedure 1973. Article 145 Clause 4 states Article 145 Clause 4 states no judgment shall be delivered by the Supreme Court save in open court, and no report shall be made under Article 143 save in accordance with an opinion also delivered in the open court. Unquote. Further, Section 327 of Criminal Code Procedure provides for the procedure to be followed in criminal proceedings state as follows: that the place in which any criminal court is held for the purpose of inquiring into or trying any offence shall be deemed to be an open court to which the public generally may have access, so far as same can conveniently contain them. Similarly, Section 153B of Criminal Code of Civil Procedure states that place of trial shall be place of trial to be deemed to be open court. The place in which any civil court is held for the purpose of trying any suit shall be deemed to be an open court to which the public generally may have access, so far as the same can conveniently contain them. Way back in 2003, the Supreme Court, in its judgment passed in the state of Maharashtra versus Prafulla Desai, reported in 2003 4 held that recording of evidence by a court through video conference mode shall be considered to be as per procedure established by law. On the strength of the said judgment and in matters where the attending circumstances demanded likewise, several subordinate courts are known to have recorded evidence in a judicial proceeding through the video conferencing mode. To appreciate that a virtual court system conforms to the open court requirements, it needs to be understood that, as a concept, open court mandates the following. First, access of all parties to the hearings. Second, right to participate in hearings to the parties or their legal representatives. Number three, access to court hearings and their outcome to the public and the media. These mandates of an open court system help in earning the trust of the parties in a fair adjudication of their case, as well as in achieving the objective of maintaining public confidence in the administration of justice. In fact, the fourth pillar of our democracy, that is the media, plays a very important role in ensuring the latter. Now, that's all for this video. In the next video, we will understand some of the Supreme Court cases which have delivered justice through the virtual courts. Thank you.